I woke up to the frantic, sharp sound of a zipper. My chest tightened as I looked at the foot of the bed. It was Arthur, my husband. He was hastily packing his black travel bag. I blinked. The terrible memories of my miserable death from a terminal illness crashed right into my mind. I had died alone in a cold hospital room. I was unloved and completely abandoned. But as I looked at the bright screen of my phone, pure shock washed over me. I had been reborn. It was our 3rd anniversary. This was the exact day Arthur's first love. Chloe faked a sudden medical emergency. She did this so he would abandon me at our own anniversary party. In my past life, I cried. I blocked the bedroom door and I begged him to stay. My dignity was completely shattered that day, leading to years of his bitter hatred. But today, as I watched him nervously text her, I felt no sadness at all. I only felt a cold, absolute clarity. "What are you doing?" I asked, my voice completely steady. "I have to go." "It is an emergency," Arthur muttered. He did not even look at me. He just kept throwing clothes into his bag. "An emergency," I repeated slowly. "Today is our 3rd anniversary party. Chloe is in the hospital," Arthur said, finally breaking his silence. "I cannot stay here and celebrate while she is suffering." "She faked it," I told him plainly. Arthur stopped packing and glared at me. "Are you crazy?" "She is very sick." "Okay," I said quietly. He stared at me, visibly confused. "Okay? That is all you have to say to me?" "Yes," I replied. "Go." "You usually cry about this," he said, frowning deeply. "You usually block the door and scream at me." "I am tired, Arthur," I said. I slid the heavy diamond ring off my finger. I dropped it on the glass nightstand. It made a sharp clink in the quiet room. "Go and do not come back." "What is this?" he asked, staring at the ring. "Are you throwing a tantrum again?" "It is not a tantrum," I said. "It is over. We are done." "You are being ridiculous," he scoffed loudly. "I will be back tomorrow." "We can talk then." "I will not be here tomorrow," I stated. "Stop playing games," he snapped. "I do not have time for this right now. Chloe needs me." "Then go to her," I said. He grabbed his bag and stormed out. He slammed the bedroom door violently behind him. I did not flinch. I immediately pulled out my own large suitcase. I grabbed my phone and called my fiercely loyal best friend, Maya. "Maya," I said when she answered. "I am leaving him today." "Finally!" she yelled happily through the phone. "I will be there in 10 minutes. "Pack your things right now." "I am already packing," I said. "Do not leave anything behind," she ordered. "He does not deserve a single reminder of you." "I will only take what is mine," I promised. 10 minutes later, Maya knocked on the door. I opened it, dragging my heavy suitcase. "You actually did it," Maya said, grinning widely. "You look completely different today." "I feel different," I said. "I feel alive." "Let us get you out of here," she smiled, grabbing my bag. We walked down the hallway and opened the front door. We bumped right into Arthur's cruel mother, Mrs. Sterling. "Where do you think you are going?" Mrs. Sterling demanded. She crossed her arms, her face twisted in a nasty scowl. "I am leaving," I said plainly. "Leaving?" She laughed harshly. "You are running away because my son finally went to check on a real woman? You are completely worthless. You should be begging him to stay." "He can have her," I said. "You will be back," she sneered. "You have nothing without us. You will be on the streets." "Watch me," I said. I simply pushed past her. "How dare you push me?" she screamed from the porch. "You disrespectful brat." "Tell him whatever you want," I called back. "It does not matter to me anymore." Maya laughed loudly as we walked to her car. I looked back at the house one last time. I felt no regret. I was done being their victim. 6 months have passed since the day I walked out. I have never breathed easier in my entire life. I secured a top position at a rival design firm. I now work alongside Liam. He is Arthur's biggest business competitor. "You did excellent work on this project," Liam told me this morning, handing me a coffee. "Thank you, Liam," I said. "I appreciate your support." Liam is kind and observant. He values my sharp mind. That is everything Arthur intentionally crushed. Yesterday, I even visited Dr. Evans for a full medical checkup. He was the doctor who diagnosed my tragic illness in my past life. "Your test results are perfect," Dr. Evans said, handing me a green folder. "You have a completely clean bill of health." "Are you absolutely sure?" I asked, smiling brightly. "I have never seen you look better," Dr. Evans replied warmly. My heavy stress was gone, and so was the fatal sickness. Meanwhile, Arthur's perfect life is rapidly unraveling. I used to secretly manage all his major corporate accounts. Without my help, his family's company is bleeding money. Arthur's company is failing badly. Simon, Liam's extremely sharp assistant, told me later that afternoon. How bad is it? I asked. Very bad, Simon laughed. His father, Mr. Sterling, is furious. He is demanding Arthur fix this huge mess and bring you back home. That will never happen, I said. Simon handed me another document. Also, Chloe's sweet mask is completely slipping. She is demanding expensive gifts while their company fails. Arthur is drowning. Let him sink, I said coldly. Later that evening, someone knocked aggressively on my new luxury apartment door. I opened it. It was Arthur. He looked exhausted and deeply desperate. He fully expected me to weep and beg for his affection. I finally found you, Arthur said, trying to step inside. What do you want? I asked, blocking his path. I want you to come home, he said, his voice shaking. This game has gone on long enough. My father is angry. The company is struggling without you. That sounds like a personal problem, I replied. Suddenly, Liam stepped up beside me in the doorway. He placed a protective, warm hand on my shoulder. Arthur's face went totally pale. What is he doing here? He demanded. I am visiting my top designer, Liam said smoothly. Is there a problem? She is my wife, Arthur shouted angrily. Tell him to leave. I will not tell him anything, I said firmly. You are the one who needs to leave. Stop playing these games, Arthur begged. Return to your duties as my wife. I will forgive you for running away. I just laughed. It was the funniest thing I had ever heard. You will forgive me? I asked. I reached onto my hallway table. I picked up a thick white envelope. Simon had helped me draft these legal papers perfectly. Take this, I said, handing it to him. What is this? Arthur asked, staring at the envelope. They are finalized divorce papers, I told him. Sign them. No, he whispered, stepping back. I will not sign them. I love you. You chose Chloe, I told Arthur, my voice completely icy. Now live with her. Please, he pleaded. She is ruining me. She just wants my money. You should have thought about that 6 months ago, I said. I slammed the heavy door right in his face. I turned to Liam and smiled. Are you okay? Liam asked gently. I am perfect, I said. Outside, Arthur was finally feeling a deep, sinking regret. I did not need to see his face to know his illusion was shattered. He had lost everything, and I had gained my freedom. The final clash happened at the city's most exclusive corporate gala. I walked gracefully down the grand staircase wearing a stunning red dress. My arm was securely linked with Liam's. You look incredibly beautiful tonight, Liam whispered to me. Thank you, I smiled. I feel powerful. Loud whispers filled the crowded ballroom. The entire business world finally realized I was the mastermind behind Liam's recent massive success. Is that her? Someone muttered nearby. She saved Liam's entire company. Arthur was an absolute fool to lose her, another voice replied. I grabbed a glass of champagne from a passing tray. Suddenly, Arthur stepped right into my path. He tried to corner me near the dark balcony away from the crowd. We need to talk right now, Arthur said. His eyes were red-rimmed. His pale face was filled with a desperate, pathetic panic. We have absolutely nothing left to say, I told him. Please, he begged, trying to grab my hand. My life is a total nightmare without you. I pulled my hand away in deep disgust. Do not touch me. Chloe has been lying to me, he confessed rapidly. She lied about her medical emergencies just to control me. She is ruining my life completely. I finally see your true worth. You only see my worth because you are losing your money, I said. No, he cried out. I love you. I made a terrible mistake. I am begging you to forgive me. Please come back home. I looked at the miserable man I once gave my life for. I felt absolutely nothing, just deep pity. I will never forgive you, I said softly. Suddenly, the loud ballroom music cut off completely. The heavy double doors swung open. Detective Ross, a well-known fraud investigator, marched right into the huge ballroom. He was closely followed by 2 uniformed police officers. What is going on? Liam asked, stepping closer to me. Just watch, I replied. The officers walked straight past me. They marched right into the middle of the dance floor. They tightly surrounded Chloe, who was wearing a flashy diamond necklace. Chloe Adams, Detective Ross announced loudly. You are under arrest. What? Chloe screamed. Get your hands off me. Arthur, help me. You are being charged with severe corporate fraud, Detective Ross continued. You have been secretly embezzling hundreds of thousands of dollars from the Sterling Company to fund your lavish lifestyle. The entire room gasped in pure shock. It is a lie, Chloe cried. The officers forcefully placed shiny silver handcuffs on her wrists. They dragged her toward the exit. Arthur fell to his knees on the marble floor. He was completely humiliated in front of the entire city. He watched his precious first love scream and cry in handcuffs. His family name was completely destroyed forever. He slowly turned his head and looked at me. "Did you know about this?" He whispered, heavy tears streaming down his face. "I knew she was a liar," I said. "You were just too blind to see it." He reached out his trembling hand to me one last time. "Please," Arthur cried desperately. "You are the only one who truly loved me. Please help me fix this mess." I looked down at him. My expression was completely blank. "Karma is a mirror, Arthur," I whispered slowly. "And you are finally looking at your own reflection." I turned my back on him. I linked my arm with Liam once again. "Let us go," I told Liam. "Gladly," he smiled. We walked out of the silent ballroom together. We stepped into the cool night air. I did not look back even once. I did not need to plot a dramatic revenge to destroy Arthur. I just had to let him destroy himself. "Are you ready for tomorrow?" Liam asked me as we reached the car. "I am ready for everything," I replied. Standing under the bright city stars, my heart felt lighter than it has in 2 lifetimes. The heavy chains of my painful past were finally broken. I was completely free.